Music. It makes the world go sound. And last week was a big one for aficionados of the genre known as music. Yep, we were all gathered round our moving picture machines to bask in the glow of a major event. There was punk rock, there was world music with random vocals, there was a lot going on. It was a shared experience for ball knowers, a veritable orgy of sounds penetrating thousands of eardrums. Nah, this weren't your daddy's halftime show. No way, Kimosabe. This was Bandcamp Friday. Now I might get some flack for this. You might try to wave me off. But Bandcamp is, well, peak. Music is art and art is labor. And that labor is turning into contractions, dilating the MP thrusty to birth some fine-ass tunage. And don't forget the placenta, the merch in this metaphor. Does that track? This one time at Bandcamp, I spent a whole ass paycheck on some random garage band that no one's ever heard of. King Wizard and the Jizzard something or other. This one time at Bandcamp, I found my favorite song from someone's thoughtful comment. This one time at Bandcamp, I pre-ordered some folk vinyls in all their 180 gram glory. This one time at Bandcamp, it's hard to do. I learned about some weird-ass artistic metal band thanks to a thoughtful interview with a former journalist who has been laid off by every music magazine that's ever existed. This one time at Bandcamp, I found myself. Hey! It's Millennial Excellence. Back at it again.
Welcome, everybody, to Millennial Excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. I'm speaking directly to our audience right now. We've got a great show for you tonight. We're gonna talk about Bandcamp, and then we've got guests from the music band Wishy, and they're gonna play a song for us.
They are.
So stick around for Wishy.
Yeah.
This is Millennial Excellence. But now that we got all that client-facing
top of funnel
humbug out of the way.
Well, first things first, do you have a tagline for
that was exactly what I was going to say. That is first things first indeed.
God.
Yes, it's time to workshop our tagline.
Thank you.
And I did bring one in, and I did a lot of research on this one.
What kind of research did you do?
I read a lot of philosophy.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is inspired by Kierkegaard.
Wow.
All right. Millennial Excellence. You know, sometimes we call the show ME.
Mm-hmm.
Once you label ME, you negate ME.
That's beautiful.
What do you think that means?
To be honest, I haven't been reading much philosophy lately, so I'm trying to think of what the Kierkegaard quote is that you're playing with. Once you label me, okay, so you're just adding. It's. You know what? Do you want me to tell you what I really think?
Yes.
Okay, it's time to pause this thread and go into our brand new segment, second week of the segment Radical Honesty. Radical Honesty.
Yes, I think this is a great time to introduce Radical Honesty.
Yeah, well, we're in it. That pause was, hopefully Caleb knew, was the cue to put the music in, because I forgot to load it up. I was going to create a little soundboard to click it. But unfortunately, my first item of Radical Honesty is I'm going to admit, I've been watching the TV show I Love L.A., and I was slightly late because I was trying to finish an episode of I Love L.A., which is so annoying, but also the only comedy program on television right now. And I basically have to take what I can get. And there's enough laughs that keep me coming back, I guess.
So it's kind of good?
Yeah, it has some... It's really, really annoying at the start, but then once you get used to the characters, it's pretty funny, actually. So that's my first item. Do you have any other sort of like lowball items of radical honesty before we get into the meat of it?
I watched the Grammys. I watched the Super Bowl. I was sincerely entertained by both.
Nice. Well, that's enough of us admitting that we're consumers. You asked me what I thought of once you label ME, you negate ME. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that, for the bit of the weekly tagline, I think that's great, honestly. I think it's really good. I do think that we have run into an issue, radical honesty-wise, that because we don't have a tagline, and truthfully we don't even really know what the show's about, it's starting to create negative feedback loops out there. Because we don't know ourselves, maybe they don't know us. Does that make sense?
I think that's true. I think that like once you label me, you negate me. It's an interesting kind of I'm kind of just verbally raising my eyebrows at the quote.
Well, exactly.
At my own quote.
And so to be clear, obviously, despite what levels of aloofness or non-aloofness you think we may have, we do tend to Google the phrase millennial excellence every once in a while. We do tend to search it. And we did find, both of us independently, within 24 hours of it dropping, we found a thread. Oh my goodness. That was so loud. Is your phone on your mic?
At that point, I was, yes, because I had this material pulled up, and someone did.
Nice. We'll give you a second if you need to reply, if it's an emergency.
It's not.
Yeah, we did both independently find this thread on Twitter, and I don't know if we should we name we don't need to name the person. I mean, the other thing I want to say is this entire thread has no interactions on it whatsoever. So if you do feel the need to sleuth, please don't fave it or touch it, because we need to let it exist outside of us, in my opinion. This person said, or do you agree, Mouse? Should we name them?
It doesn't matter. No, I don't think we should name them. I don't think that we should get in the habit of responding to all the negative feedback we get, but just this once. We will, because this is some meaty criticism.
It's meaty, and I think it plays into the tagline bit, which is why we're doing a segment within a segment right now.
Mm-hmm.
You could go ahead and silence your notifications if you want.
Oh, that's a good call. Consider them silenced.
I am curious, does this person follow you?
Yes. Do they follow you?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Interesting. So again, one of our fans. So thank you for speaking your truth. It says, I really wish I liked Millennial Excellence more, but it just isn't really clear what the point of the podcast is. Couple guys sort of failing to do folk anthropology or criticism at this outrageously slow pace because they can't stop doing, quote, verbal eyebrow raises. The thread continues. Best thing they've done was the interview with JF from YKS. The rest has been really tedious in a way where you can't tell where, and this is capitalized, doing it on purpose ends, and then capitalized being kind of dull begins. And I'm just going to include this because it's part of the thread.
It's a little amusing.
And it's a little amusing. Chamber of Reason also suffers from this. Guys who can't or won't differentiate between being genuinely or ironically overwrought in their language as they do a less lively version, Pod About List. So this is our first bad review, straight up. And I love it, to be honest. But I'm curious, what were your thoughts when you found this?
I think it is kind of true. In a way. It's not clear what the point of the podcast is.
Right.
That's true.
That's true. And that's the main thing I do want to poke holes in, but keep going.
The person really wishes that they liked Millennial Excellence more, which is a nice sentiment. There's they're positioned to enjoy the show. That's nice. Couple guys sort of failing to do folk anthropology or criticism at this outrageously slow pace because they can't stop doing verbal eyebrow raises. So I do want to dissect that sentence.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, please.
So there's a couple guys, that's you and me.
That's us.
We're sort of failing to do folk anthropology or criticism. Sort of implies we're somewhat succeeding. We're only partially failing, and in some way we do succeed.
Yeah.
At this outrageously slow pace because they can't stop doing verbal eyebrow raises. But now I question the because. So are we
Well, okay, let's start with outrageously slow pace. We are coming from two different kinds of shows that we did before, where yours was more pensive and thinking about life and pondering big things, and me was competitively trying to fit in as many words as possible with another guy who talks even faster than me.
Yeah.
So I think the pace that we have is a new one for both of us, first of all. I don't think it's outrageously slow. I could go slower, I think.
Are we failing because we can't stop doing verbal eyebrow raises, or is the outrageously slow pace because we can't stop doing verbal eyebrow raises? And frankly, what is a verbal eyebrow raise?
Yeah. Is a verbal eyebrow raise not just reacting to something humorously? We do. I guess we do react. It is partly a reaction show. Well, I guess maybe this is where my thought comes in of, why does a podcast need to have a point? And that's what I feel about everything in life, is that everyone is, to use contemporary parlance, efficiency maxing with everything they do. You need to be learning all the time. You need to be grinding it out. Why not just listen to a couple of guys doing verbal eyebrow raises about stuff and talking around a subject? If anything, I don't want the show to have a point. Really?
Right.
I just like to talk to you once a week.
Yes. Same. I mean, I don't expect the show to have a point, and if there is a point, I think it's more fun to decide the point for yourself.
Yeah. I agree. And then
so if you can't find the point, that's the failure of you as the user, or the consumer rather.
Our listeners
are users. The critic, you as the critic.
Yeah, I think that if you're putting on a show called Millennial Excellence that has a millennial pink drawing of Tom from MySpace on the packaging, what were you hoping to learn from it? What skills were you hoping it would impart with you, is my question. And again, this is not to say that you're not allowed to not like it. I think it makes me happy when people don't like things I do, because I don't want to make something that everyone likes.
Best thing they've done was the interview with JF from YKS.
Now, I think that was really nice to talk to JF. I don't think that was the best thing we've done.
What about that interview even stick out in someone's mind?
Well, that one was kind of sad, I think, if I remember correctly. It had a sort of world-weary sadness to it.
Yeah, but I guess you kind of got your Nardwuar on. You kind of put your Nardwuar hat on. You kind of had your plaid golf
tartan.
Cap.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what that person's getting at. But I think we were able to do that with other guests too.
But and also doing it on purpose and being kind of dull. Well, I do have a real answer for that. But that sort of distinction, what do you think of that? Where you can't tell where doing it on purpose and being kind of dull begins.
I know what he means.
Me too. I think that I don't think those things are mutually exclusive. I think they could be both. But I also think, well, first of all, sometimes it feels like we're both, especially you, literally falling asleep by the end of the episode, which is fine. That's just it's just the show is what it is. We're not this is not produced by The Ringer or something.
No. We're doing this in our spare time.
Yeah. Exactly. We could just not release it if we wanted, even. We could just have
we're not under contract.
Call. Yeah. We could have a standing call where we discuss a different millennial topic in private, if you would prefer.
We should just record looms and release our SOPs.
But truthfully, when it comes to, maybe that's why your new segment, Radical Honesty, helps to rip the Band-Aid off, because I think, from my understanding of the show at least, which again has been rarely discussed, is that it starts with being annoying on purpose, and then after the theme song, we slowly get into being kind of dull, which is what I describe as our lukewarm, sincere takes. Is that correct?
I think that's I'm aligned, and I just want to say, okay, let's just think about this last the last point this guy's making, or this description. I'm interested in this description from this tweet thread.
Mm-hmm.
Guys who can't or won't differentiate between being genuinely or ironically overwrought in their language.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I think this.
So if I'm going to read this, I really wish I liked Millennial Excellence more, but it just isn't really clear what the point of the podcast is. Couple guys sort of failing to do folk anthropology or criticism at this outrageously slow pace. It's outrageous, that's nice. Because they can't stop doing verbal eyebrow raises. Best thing they've done was the interview with JF from YKS. The rest has been really tedious in a way where you can't tell we're doing it on purpose, ends and being kind of dull begins. And then if you're trying to match the description, guy who can't or won't differentiate between being genuinely or ironically overwrought in their language, is this criticism a victim of its own critique?
Wow. Unpack that more for me. I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost between the irony and the genuinity.
I'm saying that, okay, the writer, the critic,
the author, the critic,
says it has a problem with guys who can't or won't differentiate between being genuinely or ironically overwrought in their language.
Mm-hmm.
Someone wrote the sentence, guys who can't or won't differentiate between being genuinely or ironically overwrought in their language.
Yeah.
I find that a little ironic, I suppose.
I also think it's true, but I think it's because I think this show, if we have to, because we're in the section Radical Honesty, which we're about to get out of, I think if we're being honest, it's fun to not have a tagline. It kind of speaks to, in a meta sense, the feeling that millennials have of not having a canon or not having much of an identity other than being consumers. And I think that really what we're dealing with is some kind of cringe collapse, which comes through in our language as well, where we are code switching. We're using different kinds of slang from different eras. We're being annoying on purpose, and sometimes we're just genuinely being our annoying selves. And so I think that's kind of what the show is kind of this formerly gifted kids who were left behind, trying to make amends with that.
Yeah. I think I love this piece of criticism that the critic wrote, and I welcome further criticism.
Yeah.
And I dread I do feel empathetic to this person perhaps listening to our takedown of their tweet.
Yeah,
I
think it's great. I also want to back that up and say I do think more people should be saying what they think about stuff, because everyone just likes everything, and that's annoying. So that's good. And if you love our show, don't take it out on this person. Instead, do something else to show us that you love us.
Yeah.
Okay. Bandcamp. What is it? Who is it for? Other questions like this. We're talking Bandcamp. Miles, what do you think of Bandcamp?
I think that... What do I think about Bandcamp? I should have prepared a statement. I feel pretty neutral towards Bandcamp, I think. I don't think it's hard to navigate. Yeah. It's hard to discover new music. I like that there's comments, I guess. I like that there's...
You do like that there's comments?
Yeah, I love comments. I think everything should have comments.
I agree with that.
I think the comment section is a great equalizer.
I think that that's an interesting point, and I agree with you, but I don't think you can comment on a Bandcamp unless you've bought it already. So I think that's true. Tarnished the neutrality of comments.
That is true. Well, but I still like reading what other people say about it.
But the thing I've noticed about Bandcamp comments is like, well, there's a certain kind of Bandcamp purchaser who's usually like someone who is a little more liquid than the broke-ass musicians, and they like to splash out and have their little Bandcamp record collection on there, which I think is like a funny kind of person to be, but it's also like a really nice person to be. I think every small music scene has like one person who has a real job who buys everyone's Bandcamp. And I'm not that person, even though I'm older and should be by now. I'd rather spend it on something else.
I have a friend who I believe exclusively buys music through Bandcamp. That's how he listens to everything.
Right. I mean, there's that, but I'm sort of painting a picture of an archetype even further where they exclusively buy local bands on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And they have like the whole local scene. And either way, those people are the ones who like to comment. But sometimes I've noticed that the people who comment on a Bandcamp, like you're supposed to say your favorite track, you know? Mm-hmm. And they often will pick the one that was the autoplay chosen by the band. Yeah. And I just think that's kind of telling that you didn't listen. You just were collecting. Could be that the band knows their music so well. It's true. It also is true that even local bands or struggle bands have a song that is the hit, right? Do you agree with that?
Yes, definitely.
And I think that people have lost sight of that, realizing that you should try to write a hit, even if you're in like a punk band or something. You need a hit. For those who don't know, if you've been living under a freaking rock, Bandcamp is a website where you can buy music and upload your own music. I'm trying to think why it even took off so much. I guess because SoundCloud got bad.
I think there were even precursors to that, because there was like Pure Volume, right?
Yeah, and there was also MySpace.
Obviously had music. I was thinking about MySpace as it relates to as a Bandcamp kind of precursor.
But you didn't put your whole
Rhapsody something.
You didn't put your whole album on MySpace, I don't think.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe Rhapsody was... I don't know what it is. It might be like the album art that made Bandcamp pop off. It was founded 18 years ago in 2008, which is kind of crazy. It's been through some ups and downs. I think most people love Bandcamp, but I have seen some musicians hate on it because it takes it takes a cut. But I don't know.
Yeah.
What else have
they got corporate too, I think.
They got corporate. They sold to Epic Games in 2022, which is the same publisher as Fortnite, which is really exciting. And then they sold again to Song Trader, missing an E at the end, in 2023. So it's a tech company at the end of the day. I don't know if that's good. However, they did also this year ban AI music on the platform, which is, we can dig into these things at greater depth, but I'm just setting the stage for our conversation. Bandcamp.
Was that a play on words, setting the stage?
Not on purpose, actually. But it felt good. It felt good. What do you think when people say no pun intended?
Yeah.
I think I'm done with it. I think it's time to just own your puns.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. When people say no pun intended, that's the only instance when someone's like, I'm not trying to be clever.
Yeah.
Ignore.
Yeah,
I'm going to call attention to I'm going to call attention I made this verbal mistake, and I caught it myself because I am clever.
Yeah, exactly.
But not that kind of
clever. It's like a reluctance to have authorship, and instead, again, be a stand on the sidelines, be a consumer. I think it's just own it. Also,
now are we being overwrought in our language here?
I think we mustn't let what happened in Radical Honesty segment color the discourse of the show. When I was trying to find like old Bandcamp videos from when it first started, I was really excited to have found what I thought was a billboard behind the scenes at the office of Bandcamp. Instead, it's actually like an industry plant pop punk band called Bandcamp from the late 2000s on Billboard Underground.
Hey, I'm Danielle Flora here with Billboard Underground, and we would like to present Bandcamp.
It's their song, The Fonzie Movement.
Bandcamp. Well, we actually all met at Camp Holloway Upstate basketball camp, and we all also played instruments, so kind of just named itself. We were a band, and we all went to camp together, so it's Bandcamp. Been a band for about 3 years now, and we've known each other for a long time. So
we each played in other bands before. These guys were in a band together. Me and Sean were in other bands. And then one day Matt was like, hey guys, I wrote these awesome songs and I just want to do it up. So we were like, let's go for it.
Hold me, baby. I'll play you their hit in 1 second, but
okay.
So this is a band called Bandcamp, and it seems, from what I can tell, that they sort of disappeared as the app website Bandcamp was taken off. But I quite literally cannot find them on Google. Like, Bandcamp has obliterated their SEO. So I don't know.
So interesting.
They must be big enough to have been on Billboard Underground or whatever.
They said they met at basketball camp. I wonder what position they each played.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, take a look. What do you think?
Point guard, shooting guard, small forward.
I know now what it was like to be a listener at home because I couldn't see who you were pointing at. But they can't see it at all.
I wasn't even looking at the video.
There you go.
I was trying to find if there was any if Discogs had a band called Bandcamp.
This guy on the right is wearing a Beatles, is that Revolver t-shirt with like the side shoulder print that I feel like everyone had. Also, they look weirdly like they're all in their 50s somehow. These guys.
I thought so too. I thought the ages were out of whack. I actually thought one was much older than the rest. I think I found their Discogs page.
Oh, great. Well, while you dig into it, and I'm going to play you their hit song, Someone. This is the one that everyone keeps sharing on YouTube. And be like, what happened to Bandcamp?
Well, I'm battered down and burnt out like a half a cigarette. And I'm passed out on the floor and thinking, am I happy yet?
You did find it.
The
album Wanna Dance.
White, but you remember me in colors, singing songs about my heartache and my jealousy of others. And it's hard to explain it and hard to contain it. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, so they're on the same label as Ryan Cabrera and Stain, EVRA Records. It definitely sounds like it would be on the OC or something.
Yeah, but it does kind of suck.
It does suck a lot.
Yeah.
And I you know, my goal in life is to like all music, is what I've been working on lately.
But even you can admit that song sucks.
Yeah, but I guess this is where the sort of, you know, not to keep calling back, but sort of the cringe collapse happens, because the fact that it sucks so bad makes me want to keep listening to it and listen to it more times later. When we're not
I do
want to
see if the song itself becomes less annoying.
Okay,
if there's a reason. Yeah.
I think the vocals are just really bad.
Yeah.
So this was kind of Bandcamp before the Bandcamp that we all know today. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting that they're called that. I just can't believe there was how many other like sort of major label flop bands are there with this little of a internet presence. Like the Discogs page doesn't even name the members.
I know. I noticed that too. I was hoping to click around there. The CD's going for $30.
Oh, Max from Eve 6 is on one of their songs, I think. So that's pretty cool. They got a little weird Twitter connect. Yeah, but Bandcamp is obviously not just this band. It is also a website. So let's learn about it.
So maybe you've heard about Bandcamp from music fans and independent artists. You've been hearing about it for so long that now you don't really know what it is, but you're too afraid to ask. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about...
Do you think that in 2023, is that when this is from?
Yeah.
Just quickly check. 3 years ago. Yeah, 2023. Do you think that you would be so afraid in 2023 to ask? Is that just like a write your own YouTube introduction? Or do you think
that it must be? Yeah, there's no world where someone's like, oh, I keep hearing about this website and I don't know how to look into it further.
But what is Bandcamp? How is it different for Spotify and the streaming platforms?
How is it different for
If you're an independent
Spotify?
artist, and specifically if you're an independent record label, do you even need to have your music on Bandcamp? Let's discuss.
I think if you're an independent artist or
Hi, I'm
record
Scott,
label,
and welcome to Other Record Labels, a community.
just
for
do whatever
independent
you
record
want because
labels,
it's just
whether
for
you're thinking
fun.
About starting a
It doesn't
record label
matter.
right now,
It's not going to work.
Already been running your uber successful record label for millions of years. This is the home for you. Please subscribe and check out otherrecordlabels.com/Bandcamp. That's where I'm going to keep some of my Bandcamp resources. So if you're new to Bandcamp or you want to get better at using Bandcamp, I have my best practices there and some checklists that you can check out. So go to otherrecordlabels.com/Bandcamp.
I hate best practices.
Today we're just...
Me too. Yeah, I agree. Also, I think this guy was doing sort of a kind of YouTuber voice that started a while ago that is like trying so hard not to do the YouTuber voice that it's like, you know what I mean? He's kind of like trying to be chill and aloof, but he's also like still doing a character of sorts. But yeah, I guess just check out that video if you were afraid to ask. But I also wanted to show you, as we talk about things, we do need to have sort of an accent that you can't quite pin down. And this guy's nailed it with 5 things I hate/love about Bandcamp.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing great. Today I'll dive into my love-hate relationship with Bandcamp, a digging platform which can give me joy but sometimes can make me swear for how bad it is. As I know a lot of you also use Bandcamp, I'd love this video to generate a discussion in the comments with you sharing your thoughts, your highs and lows while using the platform, and maybe some trick to enhance the digging experience. Hey guys, my name is Francesco. I make music as Distill Noise, and on this channel I share music production tips and insights from my journey as a music producer and DJ.
He's getting down to business.
If you're interested in these topics, feel free to subscribe to the channel. So Bandcamp, we know that lately has been through rough waters.
Like sometimes I feel like he switches to English halfway, like British halfway
I'm not here to talk about this because
I'm not here, or like Scottish
YouTube channels. But because of these facts, Bandcamp as we know it today might improve, might get worse, or might even disappear. And in case of this last catastrophic event, stick with me until the end because I'm going to share a tip on how not to lose all of your fans in case of Bandcamp shutting down.
So, I don't know. I just thought that one was mostly for the accent. I am going to just quickly check where he's from. What do you want to guess?
Italy.
I
looked at it. Okay. I thought he might be Spanish, but he's Italian.
Italy is crazy. That's not what I expected at all. I thought like an Eastern European country I've never heard of, maybe. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people trying to make money on Bandcamp. This one time at Bandcamp, I made money selling music. This one says
reach a whole new fan community.
By the way, I've actually never seen American Pie.
Me neither.
Yeah, but I just remember at school people would always do the one time at Bandcamp thing.
Yeah,
So-
and they would just say this one time at Bandcamp and didn't finish it, and
Yeah.
it was years later that I got the punchline to that.
What is the punchline?
Caleb, edit this part out.
Not really a punchline, is it? It's more of just a.
It's not really a punchline, but I think
We gotta clip
like
that.
if you had to. No, I don't. Caleb, please censor. I don't want a clip of me saying on the internet. Please, Caleb, please.
It's hard to tell if he's being ironic or intentionally overwrought. So this is what Caleb has to parse our irony levels to know if you want a real edit or not. That's kind of difficult.
Here's an idea for you. If you're a budding musician and you need somewhere to sell your music, well then join Bandcamp. Bandcamp helps people discover amazing new music. And fans have already paid artists $139 million.
This is from 10
using
years ago,
Bandcamp.
so at least
And $4 million of that was in the last 30
the idea
days
that you
alone.
hadn't heard of Bandcamp might have made sense.
Let's see how
back
you
then.
can sell your music on Bandcamp. It's free to
Today
sign
was
up
the
on
first
Bandcamp.
day I ever went
and
to
here's some of the
bandcamp.com.
features they offer. They offer the best
And
fan
it-
experience for
this
fans who
old
want to
school
support the artists they love. You
UI
can
is
get
pretty
real-time
interesting.
statistics on who's linking
me
to
see what
you,
it looks
where
like
your
right
music
now.
is embedded.
They have like
which
Bandcamp
tracks are
Daily
most
too,
popular,
where they
all
like
those
hire.
and what's being purchased and when.
Oh yeah, and it
Have
has like
dead
a.
simple pre-orders.
I don't like this
So
selling
you can
right
give
now
your
thing where it's
fans
popping up
tracks
all the stuff
immediately
they sold.
when they pre-order.
That bothers
Or
me
when you release your record.
Why does it bother you?
because it's just so
It's
tech,
search engine
bro.
optimized, which means people might find you through Google search.
I don't know. I have a weird relationship with like discovery of music. I feel like you should have to look for it, but I also feel like I don't know. This ticker is annoying to me.
I think the ticker's pretty interesting because it's effectively a randomizer.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You're right. I'm contradicting myself because I do want to click on it and listen to it all. Maybe what I actually don't like is fans have paid artists dynamic number using Bandcamp, and Yesterday Alone bought dynamic number records. That's too hard of a sell, I think. If it was just selling right now, that'd be more of a flex, maybe. Yeah, I
There's
don't know.
some seriously crappy looking music on the selling right now.
I know, like almost all of it, actually.
Oh, here's something from your neck of the woods.
What's that? Oh, is there a Canadian
Petit
flag?
Petard Allard. Some Quebecois. Some extremely Quebecois looking music.
Quebecois, I love that. Well, yeah, I mean, as
how do you say? How should I have
let's
said
not
it?
worry about it. It's
Okay.
fine. You nailed it.
Well, look at this. Look at this.
Should we check it out?
I'd like to.
Oh my god, this looks crazy. Melisande. The artist name includes the term electro trad in it. This is Melisande Millimetric, based in Bilal, Quebec. I don't even know where that is. I should be able to just play it in this browser. It might be really loud. I apologize.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good so far. This is a remix by Millimetric. David Boulanger played violin and banjo. Moulin played the vocals, flute, and the core arrangement.
I am bopping my head.
The art looks insane. This is definitely something they'd play on Rue St. Catherine and Nuit Blanche. If you know.
I feel like it's something a Hobbit would listen to at a rave.
Did you say something a Hobbit would play at a rave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. A Hobbit rave. I like that. Should we click a couple others from the ticker? I like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't like any
Would
of
we
these
be
ones.
able to turn it down a little bit so we can hear each other's thoughtful
I think I would have
comments?
to add a plugin to control the volume, and that's one of the things about Bandcamp. By the way, you can buy the entire digital discography of Melisande for $38.40 Canadian, and that's at a 20% off discount. No, that's one of the things about Bandcamp that I think is a valid critique, is that they claim they are not a streaming service. So even though the person with a real job who wants to support the scene is buying your demo for $10, you're not getting any pennies from streaming on Bandcamp. That is free. And that is, however, there's no subscription. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting, different model, I guess.
Yeah.
The people who pay for Bandcamp, are they actually loading the MP3s onto an MP3 player, or are they just doing it out of the goodness of their heart?
I think they might be. I think they might. I think you might be able to add it to your collection. I think there might be a Bandcamp app, and then you're able to have a collection.
Yeah, there definitely
that way.
Is that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, have you listened to much music on Bandcamp?
Not lately.
If you
like, I used to listen to it, but like, if you listen to an album 3 times,
then it says, you know what it says, right?
Yeah.
It's time to open thy heart and thy wallet.
Yeah.
Which is awful. Like, don't write shit like that. Or write like 100 different ones that are all not annoying. I don't want to have to see that so many times over the years. Something like that. Or do you like that kind of thing? That kind of copy?
No, I don't like that kind of copy. I think everyone hates that. Everyone who like notices it hates it. But obviously these companies test it and decide that people love it.
And the person who's like annoying enough to go do a test for a company is the person who's gonna like it. But yeah, I apologize in advance that I cannot turn this down at all, and I'm gonna play "Rooted Intuition" by Mo Lunar from Zurich, Switzerland.
Okay.
Drawing vast creativity from rooted intuition, almost hidden but firmly anchored within the depths of the mind. This one has 4. Maybe people are buying their own music to end up on this page.
I feel like this is what most of the music on Bandcamp is like. It's like, it's all electronic music.
It's like stinky hostel music.
Yeah.
My Bandcamp ticker stopped loading, or maybe people just stopped buying stuff.
Mine's chugging along quite nicely. Here, this looks good.
Drop a link.
Alright. I mean, the song's pretty cool, I guess.
No, that's fine. I really especially liked the stinky art that was on it, which I didn't even show you. We're so actually disconnected while we do this because we're so far away from each other.
So many layers of irony, blah, 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 blah.
Street Corner Symphonies, The Complete Story of Doo-Wop, Volume 11, 1959. Oh, this will be nice. This will be really nice.
My love must be a kind of blind love.
This is the Flamingos. I Only Have Eyes for You.
I can't see anyone.
This sounds expensive, like we're gonna get dinged for playing this.
I feel like this might be AI.
But this is like a hit, actually. There's another genre that's on here a lot, which is like really bad metal.
Bad metal. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play you Vargoyle. Vargoyle. Someone says this record fucks. I love you for life, Vargoyle. Death from above, black out the sky. Favorite track, Dragonfire. So let's check out Dragonfire. Well, this band's from Edmonton, Alberta. mean, that sounds.
Was that hardcore? That
Yeah,
was like a hardcore
sounds-
punk song.
It sounds like, well, I don't think hardcore punk, but definitely like nice, like generic, bad hardcore, which is why I'm so confused by the artwork is so bad metal looking.
Yeah.
I think one thing about making music and putting on the internet is that you are sometimes so divorced from any kind of scene or rules that it just becomes like sort of, I guess, crossed wires. Because that was hardcore. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's pick one more.
Okay, yeah, let's just pick one more. Actually, this one popped up on my ticker, and the album art's really cool. So let's see if the music is.
Oh, yeah, that looks really nice. Break, Pace, and Dance, Volume 1 by Gabto. This is on bongosynth.bandcamp. I bet you this is going to be some really nice coffee shop music. You think? Oh,
a little hardcore for the coffee shop, I think.
Yeah, a little hardcore for that.
But I would have agreed with you.
Artwork was making me think that.
Es hora de bailar. Todo el mundo de pie. Hey, hey. Es hora de bailar. Que eso está de caché. Hey, hey. Es hora de bailar. Ven y vamos, bebé. Hey, hey. Es hora de bailar.
This is nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So I guess we are participating in music discovery, which is the benefit of Bandcamp. And I did find this very old video, which is an example. This is like a cute precursor to, I think there's TikTokers like this now. This is like 10 years ago at least. And it's some guy in his basement bedroom, probably home at his parents' place, listing off 5 ambient artists you need to check out.
Polygonmatic. So, what's the matter with this new video format? Well, it's been a year or so since I wanted to make a web series about music. Though it took a more streamlined point of view with this new installation through the Kaleidoscope. We'll discuss about music and delve into some more obscure genres, including fan requests. And I said we because I really want this thing to be a real conversation between
really
me
hard for me not
and the
to
viewer,
say
which is you.
what
Clara
pop culture
Varna,
character he
Helios
sounds like
/
right now.
Unseen Music, Apollo Vermouth, Loris Cacco, and In Atoms are the ambient artists of a Bandcamp we'll discuss in this episode of Through the Kaleidoscope. So, enough chit-chat, let's dive right into it.
Enough chit-chat.
The ambient music Kaleidoscope. A musical discussion between the creator and the viewer. This actually feels like cable access TV almost.
I like the production values of this.
Yeah, it's really nice. 5 ambient artists off of Bandcamp you need to check out.
First off, we got Clara Varna. I hope this is the correct pronunciation. If not, I'm really sorry, Clara. Her musical background sees her as a percussionist and drummer.
I like this guy. Really, really sweet
and
guy.
has appeared as a
really
performer
nice.
in many film scores, such as The Fate of the Furious and... wait, what? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's right. She appeared as one of the percussionists in Brian Tyler's score for the aforementioned film.
Oh, that's
so
actually
everything
sick.
in her career points away from the ambient scene. But that doesn't mean Clara isn't practical of the genre.
I don't really watch
She
YouTube
builds some
videos like
really
this
particular
on my free time,
textures
but this makes me
her
want
spare
to.
time. I want to focus more
Yeah?
on her
You
latest
would?
project, Hollow Siren.
This
that
is
was
like
featured on
17 minutes
Bandcamp's
long,
Best
but
New Ambient Music,
I love this guy.
July 2018. Link in the description. The project features binaural
You ever,
recordings,
put on ambient
haunting
music?
scenes, and classical music samples. Everything here melts and rebuilds itself.
I don't think
I can
an
see Clara's
ambient fan
involvement
would say I
in film
put. No,
scores,
I don't think I
as some
do.
of these tracks
I like
You don't want to be a fake.
I like that
ambient
Japanese
really feel
environmental
like they
music.
come straight
Okay.
out of a doomsday film with this
But I
sort
don't
of
think that's
impending
ambient.
apocalypse vibe that these tracks provide.
Yeah, I don't really
How
know
in
the
former
ins
track,
and out, the
vocals and
minutiae of
synths
the
drop
genre.
abruptly just to leave space to abandon
But I think the nuts and bolts of it are all in the name, really.
The latter one, we're presented with what seems like a
So this is kind of the upside of Bandcamp, I think, is that people can get lost in these rabbit holes, and then eventually you end up with Polygonmatic. Giovanni di Capua this guy's 19, by the way, or at least he was when he wrote his bio. He says, also, I'm the kind of guy that listens to Mac DeMarco, watches, or used to watch, right? Adventure Time, and is a vintage/analog bitch. Shout out to Polygon-matic. You're the homie of the week, a new thing I just invented right now. And I am aware of the irony of how I think it's annoying to call people the homie. So that's kind of where that one is.
As long as you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as much as there is this kind of feeling of discovery, there's just as much grifters on here trying to make it big. For example, this is someone's failed Bandcamp meta ads experiment.
Bandcamp. But first, I want to show you what Bandcamp is, because even though a lot of you might be watching this being like, of course I know what Bandcamp is, I'm a music artist. I talk to a lot of artists.
This guy does have a pretty serious
synth. A lot of them actually have never heard of Bandcamp.
Here. Yeah.
What Bandcamp is first. Essentially, Bandcamp is an online platform where you can sell your music. It doesn't cost anything to list it. They just take a cut of your music when it's sold. And I believe for digital sales, they take 15%.
On his video, it said 1.56 billion.
The platform, they take
now it's at 1.67 billion.
And there's a few cool things about Bandcamp. I think once a month they do a thing called Bandcamp Friday, where they don't.
If it was 3 months ago, I would have said 6-7.
The artist, so essentially, 100% of the sales go directly to the artist.
But 6-7 is literally
overall,
over.
they're pretty indie-friendly platform.
Now you
they're
have
not
to just
perfect.
say
I declare it.
Epstein
I declare it as
talking about pulling PayPal and going towards Stripe only, which is going to cause a lot of people to not be able to.
There's just so much preamble in these videos.
Or albums or physical stuff. No upfront money, meaning you don't. And albums or physical stuff. And you can either sell it for an outright price, you can give it away for free, or you can do name your price, which is what I typically do. Meaning people could pay zero, or they could pay more. You can also do things where, like, if people
I'm just
buy
curious,
who
are the people on the internet who've never heard of anything before?
And when people place orders, you actually get their email address. You can
I
go
need
in and
3
download
minutes
your email addresses from all your fans.
From
and
my
honestly,
failed
it's
Bandcamp
a cool
meta
platform.
ad experiment video.
Another layer to this is people can actually stream music on here.
I'm kind of interested in his failed meta ads.
I know, I'm trying to get to
on,
it.
like, vinyl, for example.
You just won't shut up about this
They
shit.
would get everything except for a 10% cut. So that's how it works. And they also do this cool thing where you can see, like,
Did
the
Bandcamp
sales here.
pay for him
what
to
I've
do
learned
this
about
through
fans
his?
have just no idea what it is. And for most fans, the sad truth is, if you're not on Spotify, they're never going to listen to you. Some people will use
What
Apple
kind of music
some
do you
people
think
use
this guy
Amazon Music,
makes?
etc. But that is
Well, I
kind of
already
the
know,
reality
but
right now.
I
Spotify
can.
is just king of the castle.
But
If you're not
I'm
on
inclined
there,
to say he
unless
makes
they
video
really,
game
really,
music.
really care about what
He
you're
makes
doing, they're not
alternative
gonna jump
metal,
on Bandcamp
so I
and
think
use the
basically,
secondary
yes.
apps that they want to check out. However, for bigger music fans, they will know what the platform is, and they will be willing to go and buy.
It's been almost 6 minutes
music.
of him
And that's
explaining
really
what
why I'm
Bandcamp
recommending
is.
that artists use this in conjunction with streaming. Streaming is really a platform aspect of things, right? You can click a format and look around. And
He's still talking about Bandcamp.
And also,
he's showing how to click on.
So basically, it's free. Because I just wanted to see, can I get people to go to Bandcamp?
Okay, wait,
Like,
here's
the
his
best
meta
ever,
ads.
But they're doing fine in a streaming campaign, so I thought maybe we'll get some people, maybe not buying our stuff from Bandcamp, but
His band is called Every Waking Moment.
And again, this is a very early result. I literally spent $20 on this campaign. I spent $9 in another campaign testing things out. So I spent
That's
a total
like
of
so much
$30
money
in ad spend
honestly.
trying this.
People are always
So
like,
this
"Oh, I
would be-
just threw a couple
this is
dollars
not
at
like a
Facebook." That's too
all-encompassing
much
test,
money.
right? This is a small.
You could have
sample.
ordered
Some of
dinner
you
for
are
that
like,
much
$30,
money.
like that's a, that's a lot of money to just burn on an experiment like this. But keep in mind, like I do tests like this all day long.
A/B
because
testing.
this is what I do. So this is a relatively small test in the grand scheme of trying to figure something like this out. And I'm actually open to your recommendations in the comments. This is part of the reason why I'm making this video, is I want to see if you have any ideas for how someone could more adequately promote Bandcamp using ads. Or non-ads, but specifically ads, because that's what I want to figure out here.
So he's
I
just
showed
now
some
he's
ads, and I
asking
say,
for
Bandcamp
advice?
fans, their entire discography, let me zoom in, is pay
What
what you
is
want.
this
That's
video?
right. We actually made all of our stuff pay what you want. So basically it's free. Because I just wanted to see, can I get people
Someone
to go to
commented
Bandcamp?
this one time
And
at
then from
Bandcamp,
there,
I
we'll
stuck
figure
a
out how to
flute,
get sales.
dot,
But
dot,
first,
dot.
let's just try to get them to Bandcamp. Our entire discography is pay what you want on Bandcamp. If you're into alternative metal, check us out. So pretty
What would-
simple
if
call
you-
to action.
if someone
the video
made
is
you
nothing fancy.
Write a comment to this
It's
guy.
just
What would you
artwork for
write
the song
on
and
his
some
YouTube?
animations, and I tried 2 different parts of the song for that, and then I tried this barcode ad, which
I'll
is
be
kind
like,
of a similar
just
thing,
work on
but
your
These were
tunes.
ads that did well in the stream. Not well, but they did fine, right? They're not my best performing ads ever, but they're not.
What would you
awful.
say?
either. And these
I
were a
would
horrible fail, right?
ask if there's something in the meta algorithm that deprioritizes his thing because it's like not a direct purchase. I don't know.
People are saying like we always put our songs on Bandcamp a month before Spotify and market as a pre-release for the fans. First 3 streams are free, then you got to pay $1 to buy it. This is a reggae surf rock band with 63 subscribers on YouTube. I think in general, I just think this is all disgusting. I think you should just make music and don't like these people want to be. They used to say that all comedians secretly wanted to be musicians and all musicians secretly wanted to do comedy. And now I think that everyone just wants to be a marketing manager across the board.
I think that's true. I think that, and you're speaking that from a place of experience, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. But even like when I see things like this, a live workshop, a guy wearing a T-shirt that says "Work hard, playlist harder."
I've noticed, especially in the last
someone went to
years,
this conference where some nerd-ass guy is going to talk to you about
purchasing music
Bandcamp.
It definitely hasn't slowed down. So we do have streaming, of course, but there's people that still like to own that music and know that they can listen to it at any time.
I don't think you should go to a conference about being in an indie band.
This includes physical vinyl cassette tapes, but also digital downloads as well. And there's an example I will get to later.
I don't know. I mean, again, he's just going to explain. This is a really good video, though. When it goes even further, this is from an anarchist capitalist perspective.
This looks good. Yeah.
This guy's name, I just want to make sure, in case he doesn't say it a lot, I want to make sure we get it on the record. This is thebusinesspunk.com. I wonder if that is a live URL. Nope. Businesspunk.com can't be found. But I think this is an important video.
What's up, everybody? So, this is Will from thebusinesspunk.com.
Okay, you said it.
I'm happy today because it is summer in Michigan, which means, it's not the shitty part of the year, and I'm not wearing my hat, which I know is like, oh, where's your yellow hat, Will? Like anyone's saying that.
I am.
I'll put it on occasionally. But
what's his hat?
I'm just in a good mood. And I did have a topic today. I didn't just want to talk about summer. I wanted to talk about Bandcamp for a minute here. The site Bandcamp versus something like SoundCloud. Like, SoundCloud, you post your tracks and then you can...
Oh, yeah, he normally wears a yellow toque or beanie, as you would say.
If you want, or
I think that has to do with being an anarcho-capitalist.
But basically...
Yeah.
Here, let me hold this with 2 hands.
Oh, my God. I can't believe this guy's real.
Especially for, if you are an artist...
I'm just going to send you a glimpse of the dashboard and some of these titles.
A net label or
what do you do if you just had the worst possible day ever? Toastmasters, confidence, and shout out to Spenny.
Because they have a nice platform.
The real truth about passive income. Thebusinesspunk.com.
It's interesting because I don't
as far as
think
sample friendly.
If I walked by this guy on the street, I wouldn't think I should ask him about business or punk. He doesn't really fit either of those brackets, which is why it's such a beautiful marriage, I think. A beautiful synthesis of these concepts.
And then you see a video called, So What is Dropshipping Anyway?
You know what I'm saying? They are pretty... relaxed about what you can put on there. I've heard people talk about there's a 4-second rule. If you only use a sample for 4 or 6 seconds.
So I guess he's approaching it from a copyright aspect.
That's not. No, that's some weird myth. I don't know where that...
His channel says business punks, 9-to-5 dropouts, and digital nomads. I want to help you build an empire of one and free yourself from modern feudalism.
like depending on how much you're gonna sell, like how many copies of whatever it is you're gonna sell is, and you got to look into
That's
that.
That's a noble endeavor.
But
yeah,
if you're
I'm
under
on
the radar
board.
And you want to sell some records?
Seemed like he was really busy
not records,
9 years
tracks,
ago, and then kind of gave up on
album,
everything.
Digital album.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
And
he has a lot of videos about
music
domains.
Is like,
the fact that
so
his final video being called the universe doesn't owe you a goddamn thing
swing,
is like
or
too perfect.
Footwork or jungle or what, or just rock or what, punk, and
he's just talking about, like, I guess how they don't catch you for sampling stuff. Well, let's get into like kind of the rise and possible fall of Bandcamp. So this is from 10 years ago, from another musical business punk YouTuber named Anthony Fantano.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd.
He's the internet's
Wanted
busiest
to
music nerd.
Video here, sort of continuing the discussion
that clarifies
we've been having
things.
on this channel about music streaming, all these new
That
music
is,
streaming platforms,
that is a good
what artists
tagline. We should take
are
notes on
doing
that.
in
Oh, that's
the
true.
music streaming world as far
We should
as,
call
like,
ourselves the
making
internet's
money and their
busiest
reactions to
millennial
it and all that
anthropologists.
stuff. I wanted to sort of throw a
Oh, yeah.
platform into the ring that isn't often talked about in the music streaming realm, although there have been some people who have emailed me angrily asking me why I haven't brought
Kind of
this
talks similar to
up
Lights Camera
in the
Jackson.
midst of these conversations. And
Doing
I understand why
mid-sentence half yell sometimes.
I like the platform. I actually buy multiple albums off of this platform every year, and that platform is Bandcamp, which, if you haven't heard of it, is this website where artists can independently just take the music that they produce themselves.
Seemingly nobody's heard of Bandcamp.
No matter what the genre it is, you can sort of tag it how you like, and people can stream it and buy it for whatever price you set for it. They can buy digital copies from you, physical
They must have
copies,
paid him for
other
this,
merchandise
right?
as
He's
well.
reading,
of course,
like,
Bandcamp takes a cut.
he's reading all of their
and
talking
reasonably
points
so.
from
They
the
kind of limit
strategists.
the amount of free downloads that you can have. As the person who runs the Bandcamp, you have to sort of purchase downloads for.
Fast forward 10 years, and he did release a. Of course, it's
Okay,
a short
time
now.
for some horrible news. As some of you may remember, months ago, the beloved indie-centric music streaming and purchasing platform Bandcamp was bought by Epic Games. This caused a lot of worry among fans of the platform.
I would love
among
to see him and
employees of the
LCJ chop it
platform,
up.
That things like layoffs were coming, that there would be these huge overhauls the way that Bandcamp worked. For a moment, it seemed like we sidestepped this dystopian future, but now Songtrader bought it, and they laid off half the staff. What a garbage thing to do. A garbage time to do it, especially given that Bandcamp was profitable.
When
and
people
all-
make fun of millennials for making videos, they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Zoom and calling things garbage.
Garbage
Yeah.
world.
also holding strong as one of the last bastions where you had talented and experienced music writers actually like curating and writing about interesting and up.
Caring about like music writers too feels pretty millennial, and saying it's a bastion of it. I don't. I feel like I would love to like love Anthony Fantano, but it's tough. It's real. I can't even make it to the full minute mark of this one.
You would love to love him?
I would love to just be like all in on this guy, but he makes my skin crawl when he talks. I'm just gonna be honest. But one thing that I thought was funny is this is obviously the line that we all heard, right? Like Bandcamp was ruined when it was sold to Fortnite, and then it was sold again. But I found someone who actually was like really stoked about the Fortnite thing. So this is.
Peace, people. It's the kid Jay Nolan here. Now, I just
Jay
received
Nolan.
an email from Bandcamp with some very exciting news, okay? So, Bandcamp has just joined the Epic Games family, all right? They just acquired
It's called Bandcamp Music as acquired by Epic Games to enhance user experience.
Been around since 2008.
Oh God, he's
It's a
explaining what
website
it is
that allows
again.
Artists to distribute their music directly to their fans. You know what I'm saying? So this is not something that we're not talking about distributing your music to Spotify, Apple Music, or anything like that. You upload your album or your single directly to Bandcamp.com. It goes live. You could pick the date. You could pick what you want to add in. Like you could put album credits. You could put
Oh my God, I can't deal with
over
this.
the past 2 years or so, ever since the pandemic hit. And of course, one thing that Bandcamp does need to incorporate into their situation is payment splitting, okay?
Of course, yes.
Payment splitting. And to all get what they want. Publishing and everything would need to be worked out, but I think that that's something that should and can be worked out. Of course, for you artists putting out sampled material.
It seemed like he was excited about it, but now he's just sharing all of his gripes. After explaining, to make a video about Bandcamp, you have to spend 6 minutes describing what it is.
Congratulations to Bandcamp. Of course, I've been a supporter for many years.
I know. I kind of want to make a video like this now.
And I'm just happy for him, man. Like, they've, in the email, they talked
about how
those of you who don't know, confronted
by
a number of different companies over the years that wanted to join them in the space, and they've declined because they always felt
it would, like, honestly, I would have loved it if Bandcamp did start making it so you could buy like Brazilian noise funk or whatever in Fortnite, and you could be like trying to show little kids your annoying RYM taste.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Or likewise, maybe there should be kind of like a Bandcamp battle royale where a group of people listen to songs and like vote off the worst ones each time.
That's true. I have one more video before we close it up because for some reason this guy keeps coming up. Maybe this guy Tim Pool. Maybe it's because he's wearing a beanie. What? I guess he's maybe dark millennial force. Hey, Tim Pool, a fake skater, evil politics. I think I don't know much about him, to be honest. And I'm not just pretending, so I don't have to say it. I know almost nothing about him. Is he a right-wing guy? You must know.
I do believe he's a right-wing guy. Actually.
But this...
He's a liberal. He's a leftist progressive.
May be the most threatening thing to the establishment. They don't really care if you're talking politics because politics only reaches those who care about politics. But in a culture war... you have to make culture. Which brings me to the purpose of this segment. I tweeted this out on March 3rd. Hey, Bandcamp. Our account is gone, and so are our songs. Haven't heard back from anyone. Hopefully it's all just a misunderstanding. It very well may be. But a lot of people don't seem to think it is. They think that our music was removed from Bandcamp intentionally because, well... we have the wrong opinions.
Saying well,
we are not in the woke cult.
It's pretty good.
And we are producing successful culture. Now, I know.
I don't know what even this is, but I guess Tim Pool was banned from Bandcamp.
Yeah. Should we look up his... I mean, just to end on a note, should we listen to his music?
Yeah. Can we find it? Is it real? I actually did just remember another guy I want to play really quick.
Yeah.
This guy's name is Johnny Deep. While we're searching for it, I just thought this guy's name is Johnny Deep, and he says Bandcamp sucks.
Well, I don't know if you watched my video yesterday. It was a bit long, but this is a follow-up to that video. And yes, this one's going to be more than 60 seconds. So I hope you stay with me. One of the things, I was talking about streaming and basically talking about why we can't make money as artists these days. But one of the things I said, and I was kind of joking, and I said, it's almost like every day I feel awake to how the industry really works, only to discover the very next day to realize, man, I wasn't so awake, and I'm more awake the following day.
This guy's name is Johnny Deep. I don't know. Is there anything that we want to know about this guy?
Lastly, is what I said yesterday. I can tell you that those
Johnny
sales
Deep
are
is a really good name.
Example, yesterday I had a small sale.
That is compelling.
And the only way they could have known about that song is from my SoundCloud account. I'm only mentioning this because there's this hope with independent artists.
People have created this whole,
well, if I'm on the platform and people are going to go
Charlie
on
Day style
bulletin
board with the strings connected.
Good luck with that.
Because one of their songs did or didn't sell, or
my experience.
There's just such sheer desperation for someone to buy your songs.
And you've got to be generating.
One more thing, real quick, is that you also have to make your picture big
Alex,
on Bandcamp.
Just going to show you
Bandcamp.
A thing that
make
I did
pics larger.
I'm trying to upload some artwork to Bandcamp, and I ran into a little problem. You might run into the same thing. I didn't have the original artwork because this CD is really old. It's from like the 90s. And I don't know what the original artwork.
His Bandcamp banner says "Mud in Your Ear."
Fortunately, CD Baby.
Weekend Cowboy by Alex Smith.
The cover, and it's on my webpage. So
can see
if you
all
don't know
his
how to
tabs
upload
open.
images, all you do on a Mac is you hit Control, which is on your keyboard on your lower left side. Hit Control, and then you click on the picture. Or maybe you double click it, and you'll see here it says Download Image. And you just click on that, and it's going to go to your download up here in the right-hand corner. See my mouse up here?
Yeah, see it.
And you will see that it is album art, Alex Smith 1. Okay, and here's the problem. When I went to Bandcamp, my picture didn't fit. So I tried to upload the artwork. See, it says upload artwork, but notice here it says 700 by 700 pixels. Bigger is better. So when I tried to upload the art album, see, when you try to upload art, it'll prompt you to go to a file. And
He's showing us all of his files. I love seeing this man's Finder.
Came down here and hit choose, which should upload it.
There was a folder called Walmart.
But you see, when it tries to upload it, it says that image is too small. Your image is 200 by 200, and the minimum size is 700 by 700. So make a larger.
Do you think he's going to get it, or will it be pixelated?
Well, on a Mac, this is where you kind of go. I might get lost.
How's he going to up-res it?
This is where you kind of go. You find your image. And this is going to be in a program
Saved it to
called
desktop.
Preview.
Yep.
So let's go over here.
Yeah. That is a small
Preview
photo.
is a really interesting thing. I'm not going to get too
that's a tiny JPEG.
Stuff with it. If you research it a little bit, and then when you hit this little toolbox over here, it'll allow you to reshape this. This is the enlarger here.
I've never seen it
this
enlarger.
Up to 700 by 700.
I would edit, adjust.
Right now,
okay.
As you can see, it's 200. So we'll put in.
His,
and you want to make
his
sure this
desktop
is
wallpaper is animated.
Options. It has percent. It has inches, centimeters. But basically, we want to deal in pixels. So we're going to make this 700, and that's going to show up as 700.
So good. I would love to see more computer tutorials by old people.
Square, that these numbers will be different. So you have this down here, scale proportionately, or you can resample the image. Scale proportionately means that it'll figure out, say this wasn't a square, it was 700 by 520.
Should I skip ahead, or are we all on the edge of our seats here?
You can put 1,000 up here, and then whatever the
I'm kind of interested in the process. I think the process
is important. That's true.
Or you can get rid of that and put in the exact dimensions that you want. So we'll hit OK. Now what happened? Okay, you can see that this image has been made much larger.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so
it's
let's
not
go
as
here.
Pixelated. I'm going to look up his Bandcamp.
No, I think it looks pretty good.
I'm not really sure. It never hurts to save it. Okay, so the file is still called Album Art Alex Smith 1. So let's try it now. We'll come over here. Try to upload our artwork now.
I think the minimum is now there's a sequel. Oh my god, there's a sequel.
So there it is. Still says 200.
Oh my god.
Change it. Let's see if it uploads.
I don't think he's on Bandcamp anymore, but their sizes now are like 1,600, so he probably couldn't handle it anymore.
Voila, there it is. Hey, how about...
Okay, this is breaking news. This is really important. We should end with this one. We don't need to watch
Okay, sounds great.
All right, music lovers, we're back over here. I'm at Bandcamp. Man, I'll tell you what. This is what I like this site till I find something better or whatever. But this is how to upload a track. So when you get to his point where you're going to upload your track, it's a little bit
when I go to his page,
tricky,
I could upload my own
really that hard
Alex
to
Muddy
do.
Smith, so he's gone.
It's going to say add audio, and I'm going to show you how to do this right now. But here's the thing right here. It won't take an MP3. It'll take a wave, an AIF, or an FLAC. Now, don't get worried about all these different things because it's really easy to do. Basically, what happens is you're going to have, if you download from your CD or you make something, it's
2
probably
years
gonna
ago,
be
he
an
hosted
MP3
Happy Hour
file.
with the Mudman,
MP3
a
is
live
kinda
stream
like
where he
the
did a few
standard.
Frank
If you bought a
Sinatra
CD,
tunes
the
on
files would be
Facebook
MP3.
Live.
These are a little bit higher tech things. They're
This
cleaner.
guy's so
they're
good
better.
and charming.
Bandcamp
Yeah,
offers,
there's nothing
if you
objectionable
go to their
about
site,
him.
You'll start reading about
He's
how
so
they
helpful.
offer higher end.
I like being able to see the
some
way he
people like
thinks.
WAV files better.
Yeah,
they sound
watching him
better,
click around, like, I wish
whatever.
that tutorials
But the
were
point
like
is
this.
when you upload, you have to change your file, okay? Because you're probably in an MP3, unless you already have it in a WAV, an AIF, or an FLAC, a FLAC, whatever the hell, I don't know. But that's the thing. So when you go here, you're going to add music. You just go to the add music thing. You can't add a whole album because unless you pay $10 a month or something, you can read about that. But you probably won't be reading this if that's the point. Okay, so here's my thing. First, I want to upload.
Let's just see "Welcome to My Music Channel" by Alex Money Smith. So we get a.
Hey, well, welcome. Glad you made it here. I'm Alex. I run this station over here, this YouTube place, and I have a live music internet show every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Love to see you there. Play a bunch of songs. And
Well, so that was the Bandcamp episode. While we close out, let's listen to an actual Bandcamp.
Okay.
2009 in the background. Let him get started here. Just give him a sec. Warming up. I'm annoyed by Bandcamp when it's the struggle grifters counting every dollar, every stream.
Yeah.
And then I see myself in it too, searching the phrase millennial excellence to see what people are thinking of me. So perhaps we're not so different. But I think what I aspire to be is more like Alex Muddy Smith and age gracefully into being a charming, doddering old man who is doing things wrong but getting it done at the end of the day. So I think I ultimately am charmed by Bandcamp. I didn't really talk about it, but I do think that Bandcamp is distinctly millennial. It's kind of the end result of millennials' relationships to thinking that we deserve to be paid for our hobbies and thinking everyone needs to hear every one of our thoughts and ideas. So I think, to me, it's very millennial and it's very excellent. But I'll let you answer the other pressing question about it.
I don't think it's Reddit. I don't think it's Reddit per se. I do think there has the potential to be Reddit, but I don't think it's by nature Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm so mesmerized by this performance.
It's really nice. I'm sorry, I gotta play one more bonus to close this out. This is, I was trying to find people hating on Bandcamp, and instead I found this rap called Bandcamp Sucks 2012, and this is just people at Bandcamp hating on it.
Bandcamp 2012. Here we go. Kennedy, BB, and Dean. Sucks dick.
I like this beat selection.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Fuck.
I like the sort of glowing darkness too of the video.
We coming in soon, don't worry. Be patient. Here we go. Yeah, it's Ken and BB, so turn it up. Dean's in the concert cause she's a fuck. We got the food, now let's get fat. It's National Ass Day, drop that pussycat. We working and stretching to get the splits. We rowdy as fuck, so watch your kids. Scott is sick and Barnes is a witch. I ain't black, so what a bitch. Harry Ainley choirs a joke. Fuck this, girls, let's go toke. Don't be fooled, boy, catch us twerking. Shaking that ass, yeah, we be working. We practice.
Clearly the bad girls at camp.
Bandcamp
I would say so.
2012, get back. Bandcamp sucks, man. I'd rather die.
Okay, here's our guest. Bye. Did you just say sorry Canadian style?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is that cool?
How do you guys say it?
Sorry.
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 Sorry. The one
Just
that
like
I
that.
am obsessed with is when you bump into an American and you say, "Oh, sorry." They say, "You're good." I think we were talking about last week. as
You're
well.
good.
What's that mean? What does that even mean?
no worries.
I know I'm good. I was trying to be passive aggressive that you're in the way, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
This is what I wanted to
you're
say.
doing the Canadian passive aggressive thing.
I wanted to say this off the top.
That classic Canadian thing.
We're here with Wishy. Wash up, Wishy.
Oh man.
Is that
What's up?
What's up?
I'm so chilling right now.
Nice.
Yeah, me and Nina's tea break just ended.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh,
We were
you were on a
January
collective
tea
tea.
Is that why you both
tolerance break? I thought you were both
Oh, right.
drinking a nice
Yeah,
pot
I thought
of tea.
that's why you hung up on us for 10 minutes. To go
Oh,
drink.
Yeah. No, I was having a cheeky pint.
Oh.
Jake, just kidding.
Yeah, sorry, we had to hang up and have a little tea party.
Oh,
Really
I've been
quick.
going to Snug
Skinny.
in Indy. You guys ever go to
Oh,
Snug?
yeah.
is great. Yeah.
That place is
I stopped
dope.
drinking a few months ago, but I fuck with that place before I stopped. And I
Yeah.
kind of want to go back because their whatever Irish version of a charcuterie board they got going on there is really knocks my socks off.
Yeah, and they
Yeah, I
have the
think they have
crazy crisps.
Crazy
Yeah, they have
crisps.
Irish pie, and they have like shrimp cocktail flavored chips.
Damn,
Me
that's
and the
awesome.
listeners over here like, okay.
Yeah, this is what
Right.
people should feel like when they listen to people talk about like going to oh man, I had one lined up.
Yeah, man.
Nobu.
It's okay.
Sometimes I listen to a podcast and they talk about Nobu.
What
we don't
podcast
have that.
is that?
Oh, that's
We
like
have
a fancy
Snug.
restaurant in like.
Yeah,
what,
but
New
no, I
York
mean
or
like
something.
what podcast are you listening to where they're like, oh, we're at Nobu.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You know, coastal creatives love dropping that
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
What's the fanciest restaurant in Indianapolis?
shit.
Maybe
I don't
like
care.
The Eagle's Nest.
St. Elmo's.
Yeah,
which is
it
not
depends.
even that fancy.
Yeah,
Depends
it's-
on what kind of fancy you're talking about. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
right, you would
St.
name
Elmo's
drop.
is
my
like
parents
country
would
club.
say, yeah, my parents would probably say St. Elmo's, but my older brother and his wife took them to Beholder once, and they were like, "What the fuck is this?" Whereas, like, everyone our age would be like, "Oh yeah, Beholder, that's like the nicest spot you could get a gourmet
Yeah.
dinner."
Okay, but
or
also
something."
Tinker Street.
Beholder
Oh,
is
fuck
a
that place, dude.
Beholder.
Fuck Tinker Street.
Isn't that just coffee?
No,
This is
that's
the-
Tinker
That's
Coffee.
Tinker.
I'm just gonna read you the
It might be related.
What the?
The preview text on Google for Beholder Indianapolis says, "Beholder is a culinary wonderland
I hardly know her.
where nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits at Beholder, and everything
Dude,
is on
yeah,
the table."
all
Dude,
attitudes
I'll
welcome.
I'll drink to that because one time on my birthday, I went there and got this like Dr. Pepper sauce like squid. It was the dumbest shit. And I think it was like okay, but they just make up anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, some of it really slaps for sure. But you know, there's people in our lives involved in that restaurant on both ends of the spectrum. So I really can't. This conversation has to be very.
What do you mean on both ends of the spectrum?
I don't
Yeah,
give a crap.
Diners and cooks. What's yeah?
Okay, I see. I was thinking of like eating and digesting.
I don't even know anyone who works there anymore, so I'm
Oh, really?
The blood is not
Oh.
on my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Never
So,
mind then.
fuck you,
Well, 'cause-
Beholder. Enemy of
Well,
the
because
show.
Connor, she doesn't work there anymore. Anyway.
Slay.
I like
Okay.
restaurants. I like all To be honest,
Yeah.
I'll eat anywhere gladly.
It's a
I'll
good
be jolly
restaurant.
about it. Mm-hmm.
No
It is a
hate.
good restaurant.
They
When
just have some like dumb concoctions.
They have scene
sometimes.
drama. Oh,
Do they
and
have-
concoction.
oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You know that it's like a kind of hipster adjacent millennial restaurant if people like know about the drama that's going on with
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Like there's a place here that kind of like in fact this leads into what we saved for the thing, but there's a place here in Montreal that got rid of tips and made a big deal about it in kind of a progressive way, but it was because they had previously handled Black Lives Matter so poorly that everyone was canceling them, so they got rid of tips. And that's like, I don't need to know that. I haven't lived here my whole life. I don't know anyone who works there. I don't need to know that level of detail about the interpersonal drama, or maybe I do.
Yeah. Right. What is here's my it's not controversial, but what is your guys' take on tipping culture? Like, do you tip when you're like at a kiosk? Like, let's say you walk in somewhere, it's not like someone is bringing something to your table, but you're literally just like buying something at a kiosk. Do you always tip like 20 to 25%, or do you tip a little less because you're like, well, they're not like bringing stuff to my table? I don't know. Maybe this is like a boomer opinion.
Wait, your scale is only 20% or slightly less? Not ever. Like you always tip no matter. There's never a zero.
I think, like, honestly, I think if I'm prompted to tip at the Shake Shack in the mall, I might not tip. I might not tip at the Shake Shack or the Panera Bread.
You have a Shake Shack in the mall in Bloomington?
Not in Bloomington. It's
in
I'm
Indy,
still indie. I'm indie minded at the Fashion Mall, Keystone at the Crossing.
But you have wait. Bloomington has Sweetgreen.
Yeah, but not at the mall.
Does Indy have?
Well, that's not
Cava?
Shake Shack.
Does Indy have Cava?
Cava drinks, or like the Kratom style?
Oh, the restaurant.
No, like
it's
like the bougie Mediterranean style.
It's like a Chipotle type thing.
I don't think we have that.
Okay, that to me, that's how I know an American city has made it. If you have Cava, and I can go with that.
Well, damn. No, we don't have.
No, we've not made it.
Let's put a pin in the tipping question, because I feel like it could take up the whole episode, because I know Miles has been desperate to ask you something.
All
week.
Our classic question. Kevin and Nina of Wishy and beyond, when did you realize you were a millennial, or not, depending on your age?
This seems like stolen valor for me, because I'm technically a Gen Zennial. I was born in.
I've never heard it pronounced that way.
I was born in '96, and I think that's like the last year for millennialism. And I don't know. I think I more closely identify with Gen Z, because I can also just like claim to be younger than I am if I wanted to.
Yeah, because you got that brain rot.
Right.
A little bit. I don't know, but I also I also do and say some chuggy shit sometimes. So
yeah,
I know that's right.
Do you remember 9/11, Nina?
Period. No. See,
okay.
that's
I
why.
think that's a cutoff.
Do you play Subway Surfers? I don't even really know what it is.
No, I never played
Subway
that.
Surfers came out when I was in college, so I don't feel like
Subway
that.
Surfers is low key millennial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's pre-COVID vibes, and that's a huge thing to take into consideration.
Let's see, what do I know?
I was playing Subway Surfers in when Obama was president.
Is that a PC game? Like, is that like an online internet?
No,
like,
it's
you go
not
to a browser.
No, it's a phone game.
It's an iPhone app.
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
But isn't it the game that is shown when they do like
yes.
when they show brain rot? It's like
right,
Subway Surfers and Family Guy clips, and then someone watching like C-SPAN or something at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, like Michael Parenti speech lecture on imperialism next to Subway Surfers. That's the first instance
like
I saw.
I've seen
and low-key it made it easier to listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Kevin, are you also Gen Zennial, or are you just pure Zed?
Okay,
you're like, I'm 50
I was
years
born
old.
in 94.
Okay,
so I'm 31 years old now. But the thing is, I have 3 older siblings and 3 younger siblings. So I've seen it all.
Yeah, so you towed the lines. Yeah.
I towed
Does that
the
mean
line.
there's a trickle down, like, I guess, recommendations when you have older and younger siblings? Like, or is someone the like clout haver, recommendations haver, or are they just like? I'm just curious about that. I'm picturing like the evolution of man painting. Also, I don't know.
I feel like Kevin was the clout haver.
So did it go both ways? Or do you have siblings that don't want to hear your recommendations?
I mean, I don't know. They're probably like maybe tired of me recommending certain things. I don't know. I don't really like the classification system you have at play here. I'm having a hard time really following.
Okay. Well, like, I'm the eldest brother of 3 brothers, and I felt like I didn't have, like, when I was younger, people were always like, oh, I learned about, I don't know, No Effects from my older brother. I learned about Built to Spill from my older brother, but I was the older brother. So I found everything, brought it into our house. Then my brothers listened to my CDs and pretended that they didn't, or pretended they didn't like it, and then recommended these things to me later in life, as if I didn't already know about them.
Okay, my sister is definitely the clout haver here. She's my older sister. She's 5 years older, and like she definitely like introduced me to like the indie rock way of life, but like not through indie rock necessarily. It was like she would be playing like Mindless Self-Indulgence and like fucking the Dresden Dolls, just like weird crap. But then I was like, oh, this is really weird. I wonder if there's like other weird stuff.
I guess it's because I'm so narrow-minded that I've just always imagined that if you have siblings, you're all into the exact same things, and there's just hand-me-downs or hand-me-ups. Like, I couldn't conceive having a normie sibling or something for some reason.
I mean, a lot of my siblings are cool, but as far as deep engagement with alt culture, I probably go furthest in that direction. But my older brother was like my first introduction to any of that, I think. But
what did
I wasn't
he
allowed
show
to listen
you?
to Christian music for a long time, or non-Christian music for a long time.
Sick. Oh,
so like Christian metal and shit.
We
like
talking
that was like,
the Crucified, or
I'm talking like Haste the Day and like August Burns Red, and shit like that.
Sick. Gonna try really hard not to derail the entire show now.
Josiah is a Christian music expert.
Yeah. We'll have to start a side show.
Yeah, we could just really deep dive into that.
Is there currently okay? I know this happens. This question comes up a lot. I feel like Christian music now, there's not like Christian metalcore anymore.
I think all metalcore is a little bit
I'm
Christian.
sure. Actually, I bet there's actually just as much, if not more, now.
Oh, like from a revival standpoint, like they're
and it all exists on TikTok, made by one person.
That's true.
In like a professional ass Sweetwater home studio.
And they're like studying the the dress and stuff, like the. Are they like?
Yeah, they've got studio lighting.
And like
LED
white belts and
light
like
tower
hair
stuff.
I remember all the like, because I think metalcore is just inherently like a genre that probably we could delete and everyone would be fine. Like society would live on without it.
Some people would be really sad. I'll tell you that.
But I think a lot of metalcore heads did kind of give in and admit that like the Chariot is the heaviest metalcore band, or like like Christians kind of won metalcore, I think, which is a sign that the genre is a bit stinky, probably.
Yeah, you could. I don't know. It's a debatable topic that I haven't really given any serious thought to in like 10 years.
So you're both Gen Z, but here's my question, and I think this question is inherently stupid, and I know Miles is going to say that it's not true and I'm wrong. But do you think that there's maybe something that's a little bit millennial about being in a band?
Yes. I feel like just having a band, I feel like bands in general, to me, like if you form a band, that is like a very millennial act in itself, because I feel like so much music now that's like younger than us, like Gen Alpha, I feel like I'm not seeing any bands that are like popular, especially within like the TikTok world. I don't know. Maybe that's me like being ignorant because I don't know what the bands the kids are listening to. But I don't know. I agree. I do think that.
Why does it feel so millennial though? It feels a little bit chuggy to be like, "Hey, check out my Bandcamp." Oh, it's Bandcamp Friday.
Right. I don't know. That's a good question.
I watched the Grammys the other night, and the best new music acts, one of them was a band. That band Maria's was nominated for best new music.
Right.
Yeah.
But
good for them.
Good for them. But then
and
I feel
you know
like
what? Good for them.
Good for you. Just
that
giving that
dude
grandma a response.
Somber was nominated as well. And I
Okay.
feel like if he was 10 years older, he'd be in a band. But
Yeah.
instead,
Sure.
he's somber. Yeah.
Or like
Right.
I know this is definitely
Instead,
wrong.
he's somber.
Did you guys go to all ages shows when you were little?
For showsy.
When I was little,
Yeah.
like
Like at the
Like-
library?
like when I was
like yeah.
Well, it's all ages, you know.
yeah, I probably went to like Disney on Ice when I was like 7. But yes, I as a teenager, I went to some all ages shows. I don't know if any of you remember the ES Jungle. I'm sure Kevin remembers.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. I went to shows there.
I
It's in
fucked
the
with
basement
ES
of a
Jungle.
church. Now it is a co-working space.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Chapel Rowan
So
played there.
No,
as-
she didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
yeah.
she played at the Hoosier Dome. She played at the
Oh,
Hoosier Dome.
okay.
Wait,
My
really?
friend, our friend Max Denari took photos of her at the Hoosier Dome in like 2017 or something, and it was just
Dude,
like her and
that's
some dude accompanying her. I know, he sent me this. I don't know. I saw it on his Instagram like last year and was like, dude, no way! Like this is huge clout potential.
Max,
What's
buddy?
Max, do you know?
What's the Hoosier Dome? Is it a all ages venue? Is it a house?
Yeah.
It's all ages venue, kind of just like really sparse interior with lots of graffiti on the walls.
Nice.
It's really punk rock.
Cool.
Well,
yeah,
the
it's just
Hoosier
a small little space, but it's nice.
The
honestly.
Hoosier Dome was actually the name of like Lucas Oil Stadium before it was Lucas Oil or something. Like,
Well, it was
maybe
the
in the
RCA
90s or the RCA
Yeah.
Dome.
No,
and then
I
they
think
tore the
ours-
whole thing down.
I
Oh.
think Nina might be right. I think it was Hoosier Dome, and because RCA Dome was RCA was where Pacers played, and I think Colts played at Hoosier Dome.
But I thought it was the original name of the Hoosier Dome or the RCA Dome. Like RCA bought it out, like how they changed Verizon Music Center to Clips Music Center, and then Rudolph
You're right.
Mortgage Music
You're
Center.
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we've settled that. We've settled
Yep,
that.
we settled that.
Our hall. I mean, I know.
Yeah, don't fuck around with this kind of thing.
I think hall shows are like made by Gen X for millennials, and then I think that millennials had a little bit more established places. Like if Hoosier Dome was its own place, that might have been millennials for Gen Zennials. I'm just riffing here. I'm just
Man.
trying to fill the air, pretty much. But
You make a good point though. But I think it does exist out there. It has to. And it's just like it exists in such a remote format, but I think maybe just as remote as what we experienced, and we just inflate it.
Right.
Like, the kids just don't. I guess that's just not really happening.
Yeah.
It's because you're like over 30 and not spending time with 16-year-olds.
Well, speak for
that
yourself.
You're like, where is it happening? Like, maybe we shouldn't ask the question, where is it
right.
happening?
That's,
Just leave it to
that's
them.
so true. No, when I was in my 20s, I lived in Calgary in Canada, and there was like a big push for the all ages scene, but it was just like a bunch of 30-year-olds going to see each other's post-hardcore bands. Like, there was no young people there. But this guy, this guy on Facebook, I have it saved somewhere. He there was like this market called Market Collective where you sell like chuggy goods, I guess, like, you know, like a screen print of a lion wearing aviator glasses or like, I don't know, charm necklaces, all that kind of stuff. And there was like a photo wall there, and I'll never remember this guy like getting his photo taken and putting it on Facebook, and he had given himself handcuffs and had labeled himself with a piece of paper. It said the all ages scene.
Oh, dude.
So I feel like it used to be a thing that people were like really wanted to fight for, but then they maybe, at least where I lived, there was no, the ages included in all ages were like 20 to 40 years old.
Right. Yeah.
I feel
think
like
that's what happens when people get so protective about a scene or something.
Yeah. I mean, in Bloomington, we had Rhinos. That was an all ages venue that I know they had like a ton of events for like actual young musicians, and then it got torn down. But that's where Neon Indian played like 10 years ago, and the venue was like packed to capacity at Culture Shock, and my friend got kicked out for smoking weed, and we all got really drunk on Jello shots in the Rhinos parking lot, and then my friend chipped and broke her front tooth. It's kind of cool. Those were the days. Anyway,
classic memory.
Have you guys ever seen the MTV Made episode that was in Bloomington, and the like finale is a battle of the bands at Rhinos?
Dude, I've still never seen this episode.
Was it called?
But I love Jeremy.
Was
Gottwald.
it Playground Fist Fight?
No,
was the band called Playground Fist Fight? I think that's a different episode.
That's crazy. But the singer from Yellow Card was the coach of the band.
Sick. I love that.
Wow.
Crazy. He was
That's
just
awesome.
posted up in Bloomington for what, like a month?
Probably for like 48 hours. Like, I don't know how aggressively they shoot those, but probably not for long.
Damn.
But
Made
what's
mention in 2026.
I know. I'm still holding on to that the after school MTV lineup of Made, Next, and Parental Control.
Dude, Parental Control was my favorite
show. Like Next is just fun, you know. It's just funny and stupid. But Parental Control is like actually twisted.
Do you think Next was scripted?
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
It must have
for
been,
sure.
It was.
I mean, I wanted to like give a funny answer, but
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I killed that riff. I murdered it in the bad way. I didn't.
Yeah, you should join a metalcore band.
Thanks, Miles.
The way you're killing those riffs.
Yeah, the way you're driving that joke into the ground. Anyway. That sounded a lot meaner. I meant in a metalcore way.
Swag.
It's okay.
What's it like being in a band right now in general?
Mm-hmm.
I like to I don't know, it's nice like going on tour, and I don't feel pressured to like cook all the time. You like are forced to eat out. But I
wasn't
just
sure
kind
if you
of
meant
thinking,
like metaphorically or literally. I don't feel pressure to cook all the time.
Cook. Oh, like
I don't know, like write songs maybe.
Cook?
Yeah,
like
you're
cooking,
popping in the
No,
stew.
I mean, I guess that could be true, but I didn't mean cooking food. Even though I actually kind of like cooking now, but
what do you like to eat on tour?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe sandwiches or something.
Sick. What
like
kind?
are you a
on
band
tour
that like
are good?
Are you like a band that can eat out of gas stations, or do you hit a restaurant in the city?
And are you like, let's be healthy and have like carrots and a big thing of peanut butter in the van, or do you go to Taco Bell?
I feel like we normally just go to Taco Bell. We're not that healthy. We're only like
we actually kind of eat like shit.
Yeah. Okay. I did take a bag of apples from the green room in Troy, New York.
No,
and,
I felt so healthy
that.
eating that. We smashed the apples in the van, and I felt really healthy for that.
You earned some points.
That's so
for extra Taco Bell.
Yeah. I was like,
okay, but listen,
on one at one point, and I was like, okay, skinny band,
skinny. Okay, low key, I've decided that the Cantina chicken menu at Taco Bell is healthy. So
there you go. I was gonna say Taco Bell seems a little bit healthy because you're thinking outside the bun.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Outside the bell, right?
Oh wait, dude, that reminds me. Feed the Beat just DM'd us today.
No way.
Yeah.
First time?
Yeah. No.
Is that the Taco Bell program?
They
for joint bands?
they DM'd you to be like, you're eating too much Taco Bell. We're kicking you off the program.
No, we actually got Feed the Beat like last year on our tour with the Span Mama, and now they're hitting us up again.
They're like,
they're looking to feature.
Want
feature artists in an upcoming roundup of love songs, aka real yearner anthems.
Unnecessary addition to that sentence.
Yeah, thanks, Feed the Beat. We'll get back to you.
So tell us. I've never spoken to someone who's enjoyed the privilege of Feed the Beat. Tell us, what does that entail? Do you have a card or something?
They give you like 10 or to 20 gift cards that are all like $5 to $10 each. It's actually really annoying.
I think this time it was $50 $10 gift cards. I remember this, and there's still some like used ones just lining the floor of the van.
And what do you have to do in exchange?
I mean,
I don't know if you have to do anything.
You did kind of.
I guess
shit.
I can't remember doing anything.
You steered the conversation towards Taco Bell. Feed the Beat. Maybe that's why.
Every time we were talking to each other.
There's literally no stipulation about like you have to post anything for this. It was just kind of they just do it to give it to people. But we did post a picture of Taco Bell and they reposted it. So part of it does feel like, oh man, we've become a Taco Bell band.
That's kind of.
You know what?
But if you take a peek under the hood, it's a really pure transaction. They just gave us free food. So
yeah,
I don't care.
Thanks, Taco Bell. Okay, wait, I will say one thing I did complain about in terms of Feed the Beat was we went to a Taco Bell that was inside of a travel center, and they did not take Taco Bell gift cards.
What?
Because they were technically like the owned by the like travel, what is it called, TA, like on the side of highways, like something like that. But anyway, it was crazy. We went to a different Taco Bell down the road. What the heck?
Yeah, so any other artists who get Feed the Beat, be warned before you embarrass yourselves.
I mean,
there's
worse contracts that you could have to deal with, I think.
What did you tip? Did you tip in that instance?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
I actually just gave them all the gift cards back, just for fun.
Yeah.
So that makes me curious. If you were a band like 15 years ago and in the height of Doritos South by Southwest culture, would you have done the Sour Patch Kids recording studio, or I'm trying to remember some of the other? I mean, would you be repping?
Dude, we played a Gordon's Shrimp party at South by Southwest last year.
Oh, and the free food. The free food was
I'm
so
all over that shit.
Dude, but the free food was so underwhelming.
Oh no.
So stupid. They're like,
there was like
shrimp.
Oh yeah, it was literally like one little like high school cafeteria cardboard thing of like popcorn shrimp that was like lukewarm at hottest.
Damn.
Yeah, and they're served up hors d'oeuvre style, and it's just fucking packed with people there, so they're all getting swooped immediately.
I just I expected more because we were told that we would be like given like being fed dinner. I mean, meanwhile, here's a fucking snack.
No, the best part is they gave us meal vouchers, and we go up to the bar to like use the meal ticket. And it's the same item that you would get, the one piece of shrimp on like a tiny little bun that you would get from anyone walking around. So like our special meal privileges were the same as what everyone else had. It was there. Like it didn't matter.
Society just does not respect artists anymore. You know?
That's the damn truth. Except
Straight
Taco
up.
Bell.
I want to ask you
we have to say that.
I want to ask you about writing songs and and the
here we
concept
go.
of cringe. And for myself, even, how do you get past or do you not feel cringed out when you're writing your own songs and lyrics?
This seems like a loaded question. Like, that writing songs is cringe.
Well, for me, it is. When I've tried to do it, I think it's very. I get grossed out. I write a song and then I have to write lyrics, and I don't come back to it for 5 years because I'm so grossed out by myself.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's so much cringe involved with a lot of the shit I write personally.
Luckily, I think Nina and I are delusional enough to keep going.
Right.
We both just have
dark
been blessed with the same amount of main character energy, where we're just but I like it.
But I like it.
So you don't. Do you go through drafts where it's gets less and less? I don't think any of your songs are cringe that I can remember right now, at least. But
I can think of a couple.
That's kind of you. I cringe at some of the songs. I still cringe at songs. That's for sure.
Do you cringe at all of them at first and they get better, or do some of them come out not cringe?
I'd be cringing later sometimes.
Oh, true.
I think both. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's more of when nowadays it's all fire, So it's all love.
It's all love. And then if it's cringe, it's it's still kind of fire in a different way. And if I just figure out what way it would be fire in a different way.
True.
But in the past, I would be I immediately get a whiff of some cringe. I'm shutting myself off from an idea for months, if not years, just because I had some idea that it was uncool.
Right.
And you just have to I don't know, get over that shit. Really.
I mean, I'm a lot older than both of you, but I think for me, getting older is about talking to my inner cringe, nursing it, the little guy.
That's right. Yeah,
nursing the little guy.
Breastfeeding.
I mean,
breastfeeding him.
That's something I will. Sorry, you go ahead.
As the Zoomers would say, to be cringe is to be free.
Yeah, and that's making me want to go back the other direction because I'm also very reactionary, unfortunately.
Right. Well,
I think we should bring back shame, honestly. So.
Yeah. But then that's what I mean is how do you bring back shame but continue to write songs? I don't know how to do that.
I guess you have to not think about shame when you're writing songs.
I guess you have to make a special exception for yourself.
Yeah.
Bring back shame for everyone else.
Exactly.
Except for me.
Yeah. Except for I can do whatever I want.
Or write cringe and edit shame. Something like that.
Sure. That's kind of apt, actually. But I personally, I don't know. Never mind. I was going to say something really chuggy about I don't think shame should exist in the process at any point. But
there's another thing I'm curious about
part of it does.
That I haven't brought up on this show. I talk to Miles a lot, and as a result, I keep saying the word chuggy all the time, and no one ever knows what I'm talking about IRL. And I'm wondering, did chuggy really last a lot longer in Indianapolis or in Indiana?
I don't know.
Is it a word that everyone says a lot in Indiana?
Not a lot. I don't know.
it's
reserved
for special things, I think.
For sure.
Well, I just think there's so much chuggy stuff in Indiana that using the word as a descriptor is really powerful.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
Or maybe not powerful, but accurate.
Yeah, it's powerful. Dude, it's arresting.
Yeah, I feel like Indianapolis specifically is a breeding ground for just stereotypical millennialisms, I guess you could say.
Like living room theaters and bottle works. That's stuff's chuggy.
What's
I like
Works?
it.
That stuff is chuggy.
But it's chuggy.
What's
exactly.
Bottle
Works
is
chuggy. That's a great example.
It was a Coke factory that they turned into a food court thing. A food court.
There's also a hotel,
a food hall,
random crap,
a fancy
food
hotel,
hall,
expensive bars.
Yeah,
the
see,
food's not even that good.
A duck pin bowling,
like expensive
adult
duck
fun
pin
zone.
bowling.
This is
You
definitely
know?
the shit I'd be looking up on Hotels.com if I had to stay in Indianapolis.
Oh, dude, yeah. It'd probably be a
Ooh,
nice
I'm sure
place to stay.
I'm sure the hotel there is really nice. It looks cool through the window. I'm too poor to go there, so I would know.
Well, that's because you're giving away all your money for tips. So let's not leave everyone waiting to know.
Damn it.
Let's do some scenarios and
Oh,
figure out what the tipping is.
That's right. You
So-
were
Oh,
saying
some role play?
Yeah. I mean, sure, we can do role play, I guess.
Okay. All
Are you
right.
going to be the...
I'll be the server.
I'll just be I'll be the person behind Nina in line. So I'm going to
Okay.
be silent, tapping my foot.
Okay. All right.
fuck's
Your
sake,
total's
this is
on the
taking
screen.
forever.
And you just need to answer a couple questions for me.
I guess
Okay, it depends on what is it coffee or like food? Because that depends.
I was trying to think of a scenario. It's
and also, Nina probably wouldn't say the choice out loud. So maybe this isn't going to work.
So I'm just going to remain silent.
Maybe Nina could
make a tapping noise.
go through her thought process. Okay,
Right,
I'm trying to think of a controversial place. Okay, it is at a Whole Foods type establishment. You ordered a smoothie at the dining area at Whole Foods.
Is it Erewhon?
Inside the Whole Foods. Oh,
It
it's
could
like
be
where you can
I
order
was thinking
crap.
of Erewhon. Yeah, in like the hot bar, and they have
Okay,
like a
yes.
And you ordered.
I know what
in,
you're talking
in this
about.
scenario, you ordered a smoothie.
Okay.
All right, so let's run it back. All right.
Okay,
Your total's on the
ready.
screen, and then you just need to answer a couple questions for me.
Okay. Probably like I'd probably hit like 18% in all honesty. I've never gone out of my way to do like 0. I would never not tip is the thing, but I'm kind of annoyed about that. I'm kind of annoyed that I feel like I'm virtue signaling sometimes when I'm tipping.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
do you think that the tip is for somebody walking to your table? Is that part of it?
No.
Well, everything's
No,
just
okay.
so expensive now.
Okay,
It's kind of
okay.
it feels crazy to order an $8 smoothie and then I don't know. Oh, and how about this? The options on the screen are 35%, 30%, 25%, and custom.
Yeah, I hate that. In America,
Yeah.
that's always like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude,
crazy.
the way I think about it is like I don't know how much the people working here are making, so I'm like kind of giving the benefit of the doubt that they don't make much money at all. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tip because this soothes my I guess I don't know.
Like
it makes me
social
feel better.
anxiety,
I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Sure.
I also feel like if you're buying a smoothie, you've already lost. Your budget, or if you budget,
Especially
you've
inside
budget.
of a
just
Whole
give
Foods.
it up.
Yeah, there's no. It's too late for you. But what about if you call ahead and order pickup? Because sometimes people don't tip when they do that.
Oh man, I tip for that.
Yeah, I do
It
too.
depends on the establishment, but no, I mean most establishments. Like if I'm getting like Indian or like Thai carry out or something, then I for sure tip in that situation. An instance where I consciously didn't tip recently was the cafe at the gym I just started going to because I got a coconut water from the mini fridge. Like,
Dude,
quick
what?
kind of section.
That's crazy.
And there was a tip screen when I checked out for it, and I was like, "I'm good, brother."
I like sometimes, at least in Canada, they'll pass you the thing and they'll just push the button past the tip screen, so you don't have to worry about it.
Right,
Dude, low key, I do that a lot when I'm selling merch. I feel bad because I'm like, I feel like everyone has agreed that we should ask for tips, but I'm like too much of a pussy to actually show people the tip screen. So I always click no tip before showing them the
Damn, you
reader.
have screens for merch? I'm so old.
I have a
It's a square,
yeah, we were
like,
recommended
console
by
thing.
our manager. Yeah, it's like a little POS system, if you will.
Yeah, it's like a little it's like a
little
little
piece of
iPhone
shit.
game. It's like playing a little iPhone game. when you sell
There's a
them.
sandwich place across the street from me that has the percentages for tipping, and like, I don't even love it, but it's literally across the street, so I've gone there quite a few times. and I swear when I press the percentage, it goes way higher than it says. And I don't know, I can't like say something to them. Like I know that you're scamming me. And it's like a chuggy millennial sandwich place. I don't know if they're adding tip onto the post-tax number,
Dude,
but
they probably are.
It's like
I think
way
millennials
higher.
are like delusional enough to do shit like that and think they're like grinding when they're actually like, you know.
I think it's like fraud, actually.
Like straight up fraud.
I was gonna say.
Well, people saw like Firefest documentary and shit and took the wrong lesson from it. I think and they were like, I could just scam a bunch of people.
That happens with any cautionary tale, I think. Someone's gonna take the wrong message from it.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, we didn't give a fuck, bro.
I also think if
we just made the money.
Do you guys think about percentages if you're getting something really cheap, like $3 coffee? Then I'm like, I'll just give you $2 or something.
I usually just straight up give $1 for that. It feels crazy to tip less than $1, honestly.
Yeah, I have heard at a bar you should tip $1 a drink, and that's kind of like logic I apply to like a coffee shop as well. But it's like just beverages.
What about some of the cash only people like bartenders or tattoo artists who are like obsessed with doing like ridiculous tips? Is that still a thing, or is that just something I've experienced where, you know, I would go get a tattoo and he'd be like, "Oh, you don't have to pay me at all," but I knew that my friend gave him like a $200 tip for a tattoo. Like, there's all this weird kind of cash only economy that really freaks me out.
Yeah, tattoo like pricing is always, especially from a homie, that's like such a can be a dicey conversation. I feel like that's a universal experience.
Yeah, and then you tip like
that's why I don't
you tip 100% or something. Yeah,
right.
I know, like I get tattoos from a friend, and I don't want to be a broke ass. So I'm just gonna wait.
True.
Yeah, we played a show in Utah last year, and there was this. It was kind of like an extremely swagged out green room, but it was like the entire upper floor of this like building, and they were giving out free tattoos, free tooth gems, and like free tin type photos. If you guys know what those are, but
now that's cheap.
I got a tooth gem, and it was free, but again, it's like, you know, you're expected to like tip.
You got to tip,
which I did,
gem guy.
and I tipped $20, which was probably the cost of the tooth gem, and then it fell off like a week later. Like, are you kidding me? This was supposed to be free, and I paid the tax. Oh my god! Yeah, our bandmate Connor. He got a tooth gem with me. This was like 8 months ago. He still has his tooth gem. It was supposed to fall off in like a month, and mine fell off in a week.
I know that pisses you off.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably because I drink a lot of like coffee.
It must be a law of averages thing.
Yeah. Or maybe you have
right.
weak teeth.
I know what that means.
Yeah, I know what that means as well.
Yeah.
Well, quick. The cost of your smoothie was $7.56. If you want to tip 20%, how much would you tip?
Oh, now it's a math question?
Wait.
Yeah.
Like
$1.50.
Bingo.
That's true.
Yes,
that is true.
Dude, was I for real?
Yeah,
I believe
is
so.
Is that $1.50?
I think so.
I think close. Yeah.
7.5.
Wait. Okay. Give me
2.
one. Give me one.
Okay. All right. So you ordered a sandwich and a bag of chips and a cup for water, and it cost $13.46. And you want to tip? Let's just do 20%. 20% of $13.46.
I'm gonna do $1.75 clean.
Oh, you just pissed off this sandwich artist.
Wait, really?
I'm telling you.
Oh wait, no, that's 10%.
People don't respect artists.
I'm gonna do $3.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
Woo.
Well, Nina and
damn.
Kevin,
That was
we've
a
learned a
close one.
lot.
You did good.
We've
You did
laughed. We've cried. We've done it all. What would you like to leave us with? Anything at all on your hearts to share? Could be a confession. Could be an admission. Could be a maxim.
Okay, we played in... Sorry.
I was gonna say my landlord drove past me earlier, and I purposefully ignored him, and he tried to wave at me, and I didn't. That's my confession.
Period.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a I was gonna say toadstool, soapbox statement to make.
Toadstool statement.
I love a toadstool statement. That's
Let's
let's stand by that.
Cute and little.
Maybe it would count as that too. Yeah. Okay. But this is what I have to say. Scranton, Pennsylvania, is, as you might imagine, not that impressive of a town, city, but it is surrounded by mountainous natural beauty, and that's something they do not touch on in the show.
Wow.
At all. We just played a show.
True. It's beautiful there.
In a community center. It was very DIY, all ages, alt scene coded.
Millennial vibes?
Did Dwight come?
You would have loved it, Judah. Or Josiah.
Judah.
And you, Miles. Sorry, I was just talking
Getting
about
your biblical
Judah
names
earlier.
screwed up.
Josiah. Whatever. Yeah, we got too many biblical names.
Wow.
No, both of you would have fucked with the vibe at this community center. They had a little
No
kitchenette.
Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
Whoa.
No Wi-Fi.
Oh, I don't know if I would have liked that.
Yeah, dude. It's real.
Well, thank you so much for coming on Millennial Excellence.
Thanks for having
thank you
us.
guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
This was fun.
We don't really
Good.
know how to end them or do them, but we
All
got
right.
through it.
We could say one,
we
two,
got through
three.
it.
Hey, I'm Alex, and welcome to Alex's Corner. This is my corner. Welcome to it. I'm Alex. So last weekend I went to this vintage market. I thought it would be like antiques or something. But when I got there, I realized that it was actually this sort of hype beast kind of event. But it wasn't even streetwear. It was just kind of like the type of things that you would buy at Goodwill in the 2000s, like a Garfield t-shirt or something. I was like, this will be pretty fun. So I walked in there and I walked up to a t-shirt rack and I was looking through the rack, and then immediately this guy came up to me and was like, hey man, these shirts are pretty cool, huh? And I was like, yeah, they're cool, man. And then he was like, I'll sell you 5 of them for $100 or something, I'm doing this deal. And he just started talking to me about how he's going to sell me all these shirts. And I was like, oh, it was like being approached at Zoomies or something. So I was like, oh, this guy is annoying. He's too intense. I'm going to go to the next booth. And then it happened again at the next booth. I was looking at a Garfield t-shirt, and then this dude came up to me. He's like, hey man, nice Carhartt. Wow, it's so faded. Oh, look, this whole thing? I got this from Goodwill in 2003 or something. I've been wearing this for 20 years. And he's like, whoa. I had remembered that earlier that morning I saw this TikTok of this guy who was doing a skit, but the skit was that vintage resellers were trying to buy a Carhartt off of a construction worker or something. And I was like, that doesn't happen in real life. This is not even a funny gag. But then I was found myself at this market later, and I was like, holy shit. I feel like it might actually happen to me here. It's fucking funny. So I was like, well, I want to find a rack where I don't have to talk to anybody. So I went to the next one. I was looking at this white long sleeve shirt, and it was a promo from the movie Adaptation. It just said Adaptation in green on the front, and then on the back it had a little part of the script. Nick Cage, his internal monologue, am I bald? Oh, is she still gonna want to fuck me? And stuff like that. And I was like, ooh, that's a pretty gross thing to wear on the back of your shirt. I don't know if I would actually wear that, but I love this movie. And then as I was really thinking to myself, I heard this guy come up and go, do you know what that is? And I was like, yeah, of course. It's a shirt from the movie Adaptation. And he's like, dude, you're the first person ever to know what that is. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, you're the first person ever to get it. And like, I was like, yeah, I mean, it was one of my favorite movies when I was like 16. So, you know, it's a pretty cool shirt. Like, he's like, dude, you should get it, man. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I do like the movie a lot. I was like, have you seen it? And he was like, no, I don't know what it is. And so I started to explain it to him. I was like, yo, it's this movie with Nick Cage, and he plays like this really depressed writer, and he's like, you know, has a twin brother, and there's like scenes where he's like talks about masturbating, and it's like really pathetic. And I could just see like his eyes just starting to glaze over, and I was like, just kind of eventually kind of trailed off. Like I was like, fuck, I'm just trying to explain this movie to this kid in this place. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm too fat for this shirt anyway. The kid doesn't want me to explain adaptation to him. So I started to leave, and then like I heard this voice to my other side go like, hey man, nice Carhartt. And I thought it would be like another vendor, but I turned and it was this teenage boy just standing there who was also wearing a Carhartt. And he was just looking at me, and I was looking back at him, and I felt like he wanted me to say it back to him. And we stood there for a moment just looking at each other. And like his Carhartt was like pristine and new, and it had like Southwestern patterns on it. And I was like the old Carhartt, like the one with all the holes and it doesn't zip up and it's like frayed. And I was just kind of thinking like, this is very symbolic, and I'm very like too old to be here, and I need to leave like right now. So so I just kind of nodded at him and gave him like a Carhartt wave, and I was like, see you later, man. And then I wanted to leave, but then I couldn't find my friends because we all dress exactly the same.